Let's say we have to find the derivative of a function f of x equal to square root of x sin x minus 3x square plus 3 by x minus e to the power of x square. You can always do this using our definition of a derivative, x plus delta x, but it's going to be tedious. So won't it be nice if we have certain rules which makes it easy for us to find the derivative of such functions? Let's look at these rules. Let's take this example. Now the basic funda is that this is a function which is composed of other functions. For example, this is a function, this is a function, this is a function, this is another function, and these are all composed together using various operators: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, exponentiation, yes, maybe logarithms, maybe a function within a function. So let's start with the simplest one, that is 3x square. Let's say y is equal to 3x square. Now here, let's say this could be anything, no? It need not be 3 itself. So let's say this is k. And this is a function. So generally speaking, this would be of the form y is equal to ku. Now let's find the formula for this, for the derivative. So we know for a small change in x, there will be a change in u. Change in u will lead to a change in y. As usual, delta y, y plus delta y is equal to k times u plus delta u. Now from this, let's do subtraction. Y is equal to minus y is equal to ku. Let's subtract. So y disappears. We are left with delta y is equal to ku plus k delta u minus ku. So this and this disappears. We are left with delta y is equal to k delta u. Now we want delta y by delta x. So divide both sides. Now derivative is what? Derivative is if we take the limit of this expression for delta x tends to 0. So dy by dx, or we can say f prime of x, or we can say y prime is equal to limit as delta x approaches 0 of delta y by delta x. So which is equal to, as delta x approaches 0, of k delta u by delta x, which is equal to, if we take the limit, it is nothing but k du by dx. So which means constant multiplied by a function. Its derivative is constant multiplied by its derivative. So from our example, we were trying to do for y is equal to 3x square. Y is equal to 3x square. So dy by dx would be what? Constant multiplied by its derivative. So 3 times derivative of x square. So we know what it is. Remember, x to the power of n, derivative is nx to the power of n minus 1. So 2x to the power of 1, which is 6x. You need to do a lot of practice sessions so that you can do it in your sleep as well. So y is equal to 7 by 2 sin x. So dy by dx would be 7 by 2 sin x. The derivative of sin x is cos x. Okay, let's look at the next one. Let's say we have a function like this. Y is equal to 3x plus 2x cube. So here this could be anything. 3 can be anything. But let's treat this entire thing as a function, because now we have seen constant multiplied by a function. So in general we can write it as u. So this entire thing we are saying it is u plus this entire thing we are saying it is v. So u is a function of x, v is a function of x. So now let's again, for a small change in x, there is a change in u and a change in v, which in turn leads to a change in y. So y plus delta y is equal to u plus delta u plus v plus delta v. Let's bring in the other one, u plus v. Let's subtract. So this disappears, this disappears, this disappears. So we are left with delta y is equal to delta u plus delta. Now we want delta y by delta x. So divide by delta x plus delta v by delta x. Now dy by dx would be what? Would be the limit of this. So limit as delta x approaches 0 of delta y by delta x. So which means limit as delta x approaches 0 of delta u by delta x plus limit as delta x approaches 0 of delta v by delta x. Now if we take the limit, what happens? We get du by dx plus dv by dx. Derivative of sum of functions is the sum of its derivatives. Derivative of sum of functions is the sum of its derivatives. So let's do the one which we started off with, 3x plus 2x cube. So y is equal to 3x plus 2x cube. So dy by dx would be, we have to find the derivative of this plus derivative of 2x cube. So derivative of 3x is 3, derivative of 2x cube is 6x square. Now let's look at the next rule. Let's say y is equal to e to the power of x minus cos x. In general, remember this is a function of x. So let's say this is u. This is again a function of, let's say this is v. So now we have subtraction of functions. So again a small change in x will lead to a small change in u and v and y. So y plus delta y is equal to u plus delta u minus v plus delta, open the bracket, delta v. Now let's bring in the, so minus v. Let's subtract. So this disappears, and this disappears. So we are left with delta y is equal to delta u minus delta v. Divide both sides by delta x and then take the limit to get the derivative. Once we take the limit, becomes dy by dx equal to du by dx minus dv by dx. Derivative of difference in functions is the difference in its derivatives. Let's do this example which we are ex. So y is equal to ex minus cos x. Dy by dx would be the derivative of e to the power of x by dx minus d cos x by dx, which is e to the power of x is e to the power of x itself minus sin x. So e to the power of x plus sin x. Here there is a small tricky part of to the power of x. We'll look into it later. Okay, so I think that's enough. Next, in our next session, we'll look at multiplication and division. Bye for now.
Please go to the about page of my channel, and here you will find various links for each topic. These are Excel workbooks which I have been using in many of my videos. Download it and practice.